Welcome to Pleeking Bad. I'm Jerome.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Nick.
I thought you guys were going to switch that around.
No, I'm Nick.
Well, I know who you are. I just didn't know what order you're going to go in. Alright, well, in this episode of the show, we're talking about Breaking Bad Season 1, Episode 2, Cats in the Bag. I thought it was Cats Out of the Bag. I don't know why.
That's the phrase.
Well, yeah, but that's Cats in the Bag, the name of the episode.
Yeah.
Alright, so you start us off, because I don't remember where it started.
Alright, well, so it was originally aired January 27th, 2008.
Yeah, he likes to do that for the show's sake when they aired.
I don't know why. I like that. I think it's cool.
He for
Gay stats guy.
That should be your new gamer tag. It's Omar Little, Gay Stats Guy.
Maybe.
Gay Stats Guy's online.
Alright, so it opens up with Walter and
Oh yeah, they're having
Skylar
sex.
having sex.
It's fucking gross.
From the end of
And
the
it's
last
right,
episode.
it's right from where it left off in the last episode.
Yeah, and he's
In
down
fact,
there,
I
and
went-
he's completely naked, by the way.
He is completely naked. That's why I went back and watched the first episode, because I wanted to see if he was... I didn't remember him being naked, and then I was like, oh yeah, he was naked.
I think you just wanted to see more of his wiener.
Mhm.
I do like that Walter White, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, and what did we
Oh,
find out from last
So
episode?
we found out from last episode when we were talking about if there's boobs in it or not. There's two different versions of the pilot.
And apparently we own the edited version on DVD.
Yeah, there's a 45-minute version and then like a 56-minute version. It
Because
has
the
like
three of us had never seen boobs before.
yeah,
Oh, because I watched it at work.
yeah.
The last two
And
times I watched it.
We all know at your work you like to look up porn on the computer, so that's
Yeah.
why you saw boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
look-
just like when I watched 6 Feet Under,
and you get to see
and
dudes
there's
fucking
gay,
in the ass.
yeah, there's gay sex. So
Is that your favorite part?
No, because I don't like to see Dexter like that.
Oh, I would love to see like Aaron and Flash bang each other.
That's disgusting.
Shut up.
Wow.
God.
So what happens next after
Oh,
that?
well, so,
After she gets plowed, doesn't he go into the bathroom and pass out?
yeah, he goes into the bathroom, and then it shows him in the desert like 12 hours earlier.
Oh yeah, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that was the part that.
He goes in the bathroom and flashes water on himself, so...
Doesn't he pass out? Right?
He
Yeah.
does pass
Yeah.
out, they
Yeah.
don't show it right there.
Oh, okay. And then they go back to them cleaning up, and they have that one douche come over with the truck, and he pulls out the RV.
The
Yeah,
alien.
he pulls it out with
But
the...
right off the bat, he is already lying, like coming up with a story, like quickly telling them. I mean, this wasn't.
Well,
that.
what's he
This
gonna
was-
tell me? He just killed two
Yeah.
guys and stuck them in the...
I like to say we crashed our RV. I don't.
I mean, he did.
come up
He
with-
went in
Well,
deep
here's the
detail,
thing.
though.
Do you think that guy was thinking that they're like a gay couple, kind of, and like Jesse was blowing him, and he swerved off the road and crashed?
Yeah.
No, I think he thought that something crazy was happening because he had that bag of money. Like, why would you be gay lovers and have a sack of money?
I mean, they could. Be,
I
they could be
have
selling
one.
each
There's
other now.
one thing that leads me to believe Jerome a little more.
What?
What?
Walt had no pants on.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that he had no pants on, so Jesse was like, "Come here, Walt."
I don't think he really cared. He just knew that they were doing something wrong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he's
Yeah,
like,
he just and then Walt pays him $40. I mean,
Yeah,
Jesse
yeah,
pays him
$40
$40.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
was
Walt
like-
gives him a
See,
hand.
this
Why
is-
was it wet?
From all the
Oh.
because it was splashing around.
Yeah, in the
From,
back.
The
with all the
chemicals?
chemicals and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if you should have been here for the first podcast, you'd have known.
Yeah.
I was at work.
good thing it wasn't
Sorry.
like a bad chemical that like burnt it or something.
That's what I was
Yeah,
thinking. If
it
it was the
could've been
chemical
rubber.
that they used for the other thing.
No, because he steals
Well,
it.
that
It was
was
a-
acid.
Yeah, it was a mixture of everything though. Everything that was in the truck. So then after, does it? Oh, some dildo's going by in his car. So does it show them driving off, or is that the end after that guy leaves?
Yeah, no, then yeah, they try to, and then he
Oh
almost
yeah, they
floods
start.
it.
They're arguing
Yeah.
about flooding it on. He's like, the RV's gonna start now. The
Which
RV's
that's
gonna
kind
start
of
now."
an important part because that's an argument that happens quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, and you know what I noticed was like, so like he's like, "Don't you're gonna flood it," and he's like, and they argue about like what they're gonna do and all this stuff, but he coughs, and Jesse has a look on his face like he almost knows why he's coughing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because doesn't he say later? Not this episode specifically, but he says later in the show that his aunt had like the same
Yeah.
symptoms.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So he knows what's going. Yeah, because later in the season he talks to Walt about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think he knows now.
Yeah,
I think that was like his moment where he knew. But maybe I'm just reading into it. But
Or he thinks
No,
he's,
I could see that.
it's
His
something
face
something
showed
close to that. He knows something's wrong with him.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
So, and then when they pull away, they show the gas mask behind the rock.
Yeah, they show it like they make
Like
sure
they left
you
it.
see that it's left there.
They
yeah.
left it,
yeah.
and then that's when Crazy 8.
So
Wow.
he starts like breathing.
I guess we don't know it's Crazy 8 at the
you
time.
hear one of the bodies breathing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Crazy 8, and
It's
they
more like a wheezing.
they both look back, and he's like,
Yeah.
And then that's when the next scene is when they show Walt passed out in the bathroom,
Okay, yeah.
naked again.
Oh, because
Or still, I guess technically.
Yeah. He got dressed to go in the flashback, and then he picks back up.
And then there's that awkward breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's telling the story about the girls that because you can get a different kind of you can get someone else to take your picture, and all the girls had cleavage. So
The funny thing about that story is he's just. I mean, I'm sure it's a true story, but as he's telling it, like, Walt Jr.'s not listening, Skylar's not listening.
Walt Jr. was
Walt Jr.
listening
was kinda
because he
listening.
responded back to him talking about what kind of bra the girls were wearing.
He was half listening.
I feel like
it's
I
a
don't
wonder
feel-
bra.
Like, if someone talks for 20 minutes, you hear some of the stuff he's saying, but you don't hear it all.
Yeah.
well, and like I feel like every time, like like even in the last episode, every time Walt talks, I feel like Skylar is just like, okay, whatever, and goes on to the next person talking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like, she
totally.
never
Yeah,
listens
she
to him
doesn't-
unless it's like
Which is probably
important
why
to her.
I already think she's a bitch.
Yeah, she already seems that way.
Yeah,
'cause
I thought that from the very beginning.
she
too.
just seems very selfish. She never listens to him so far. I mean,
Yeah.
not that he's
Is
like
she
a
a
good
shellfish?
guy.
Well, he's been a good guy up until now,
yeah.
though.
So
Yeah,
even then,
that's
she's
true.
I
walking
mean, fuck,
all
he's
over
working
him.
2 jobs.
But I think it's partly.
Didn't he have 3?
Which no, he only had 2.
No.
He's a teacher and a car wash person.
Yeah, and then he.
I don't. Unless he was, and then a different Breaking Bad you watched.
he's, a painter.
Well, I guess technically because he only ever has 2 jobs because now he's a meth cooker and
Yeah,
a
and
teacher.
he
But
quit.
he quit the car wash
Yeah,
first
yeah.
episode. Fuck you and your eyebrows, he said.
Yeah, that guy's eyebrows are so huge. He comes back later, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, because he buys the car wash from him.
Well, I didn't know if it was the same guy.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. But it's not like the guy
Well-
gets work or something.
Well, he could have died or something, or just sold his
Jeez,
business to
what?
his son. I don't know what happens to car wash
Okay,
people.
tell-
Okay. So yeah, he tells a story about the bras and the
Yeah, and
cleavage.
just no one's listening.
Yeah. And that's when Jesse calls, pretends he's AT&T.
Oh, yeah.
That was funny.
That was really funny.
Yeah, hey, this is AT&T. Are you happy with your long distance service or whatever he said?
And so then finally Walt answers.
Yeah, and then like Jesse's freaking out, and that's when we get our first ever bitch from Jesse.
Well, no.
Well,
Because,
yeah,
because she looks up.
Oh, after when she
Yeah.
stars 69.
Yeah.
She stars
Yeah.
69.
Oh.
It goes
So
to
they go to school, and then
Skylar stars 69, and
69.
his message goes off, and he says "biatch" at the
Well,
end.
she also looked at his. What'd she call it?
Well, she looked up the page afterwards because the
Yeah.
message was weird.
What was it called?
it's my something.
It was basic. It's their version of MySpace.
I know, but I just thought it was funny what she called
I don't know
it.
what it was called, but
It was like My Shout or something.
yeah, something
I don't
weird.
remember.
It was the
the
equivalent of MySpace
yeah.
at the for that at the time, which is weird to think about that when they had this that MySpace was the thing. Like I don't remember the show being that old.
That makes sense to me. I mean,
2008.
2008.
Yeah.
oh
don't know.
well,
That's 8 years ago.
people probably weren't.
Well, you know what's that's funny because I got a thing on Facebook yesterday that I've been friends with Melissa for 7 years.
That's
So-
weird to think that you've been friends with your sister for 7 years.
Right. I got one for you and you the other day too.
Have you not been my friend for long?
No, apparently not.
No, me and Daddy haven't been friends that long at all.
You know, I got a message.
Suggestion.
I was like one of the last.
I got
people
one of those
in our
things
family
from
to get one.
I got one of those things from Facebook that tells you, like, when you post a picture, it was like a week or 2 ago, and it said a year ago today, that day that Thad died. Or no, that I bought Thad, not that he died. That I bought.
Oh, jeez.
Or no, it wasn't a year, it was 4 years ago. I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was a while.
because this when my room was all green, and I had him on there, and Mima commented on it. What's his name? And I put Thad. She's like, oh, well, that's different.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, he's a dead rat now.
Yeah. Taylor killed him.
You killed him?
No, he just died because he was like 2 or 3 years old and he's a guinea pig.
Well, obviously he was 4 because that's what his.
Yeah, he was at least.
Well,
Oh.
no, because he's been
Yeah,
dead.
he's
But
been
he's
dead.
been dead for like a year, I guess. Yeah.
So like
It's been a year.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't count the days he's dead. And I'm marking on my calendar. Day number 67 if that being dead.
Why didn't you post it on Facebook when he died? You posted when you got him.
Because you don't post when
yeah,
people
you don't
die.
post.
Oh, I would have liked it.
You
Oh.
probably would have. Find that fucking rats out of my house. And I just got turtles walking around here. My name's Nick. Grr. That's
I'm
it.
not a
Well,
fucking
that's
pirate.
He has tortoises walking around here.
Oh, I'm sorry, little boy at the zoo.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so then it shows Walt in class, and he's kind of losing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when he says stop?
No, that
No.
would
No,
Oh,
he
that-
like
that's towards the end.
paused or something.
No, this is the one where he's going over the stuff, and the kid asks him,
Oh yeah, is this gonna be on the murder?
Yeah, and
And
he's
he's,
like,
"What?"
what? And he goes, is this gonna be on the midterm?
I feel like Hess. I heard your papers flip over.
Yeah.
You don't use the backside of your paper?
Shut the fuck up.
God, you're such a waster.
I'm gonna do that on season 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Back to back.
Back to back.
You're not Drake.
No, you know what I'm gonna do?
I can
I'm gonna
do it.
throw it away, and then I'm gonna buy a new one.
I know you will, waster.
So then before he leaves school, he steals fluoric acid, which
Yeah,
comes in later.
2 bottles of it, right?
Yeah.
I dare you to drink some of that for a 4 for Mafia video.
Okay, I'll do that.
But you gotta do it in a bathtub.
Why?
So then it melts through and
We're gonna have 2 stories, though.
we're just one.
Just go to the ground.
That's
Yeah,
true.
we just have a hole in our
What
pocket.
fun is that?
In our
Okay.
pocket? Why did I call it a pocket? A hole in our bathroom. or
Dear Liza, dear Liza.
Shut up. Okay, go to the next scene, you jerk.
So then,
So
I
that-
get. Sorry, I sometimes I can't read my own
yeah,
handwriting.
like, there's always like a pause in it, and he's like, I don't know what this says, and Hess makes fun of him for writing
Yeah.
something down wrong.
Well, so Jesse's. The next scene's at Jesse's house because what it was is he was looking. I noticed it when I watched it, but he's looking for makeup to cover up his black eye.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And then that's when he hears Crazy 8
Yeah.
open the door and escape. Which that's gotta be a weird thing, like driving down the road and be like, oh, that's the guy that I tried to murder walking down the street.
Well, I mean, how lucky are they that when he escapes,
Yeah.
Walt's driving to Jesse's house?
Because
Well,
they'd have
just-
never found him if cause
Yeah. Now I don't know if
I expected Jesse to come running up, like, in the
Oh.
middle of that scene.
I think he was too much.
I
freaked out.
expected Rick from The Walking Dead to jump out and
Oh my
shoot
God.
Crazy 8 in the
He
fucking head.
did look like a zombie.
Because he looked like a fuck. It looked like a scene out of fucking Walking Dead.
I thought it was just one of those dudes hanging out by Circle K.
Oh,
Like that one guy you always call my father or my boyfriend or something.
Well, it should've, like,
every time we drive by him.
Oh,
hit him or
real
something.
dad.
You say, oh,
He
that's
just
your
let
real
him
dad.
run
That's
to
your
the tree.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's your uncle, Rick.
Which is funny. So he's incoherent, looking like a zombie, walking down the street,
And his 6 fell.
and then Walt pulls up to him, and then tries to get his attention. So he's obviously has no idea where he's at. He
Yeah.
sees Walt and runs into a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Heisenberg just scared his first person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Do-
Even though
do
he's not
you-
Heisenberg yet.
Does he become Heisenberg once he shaves his... yeah, it's once he get Batuka that he calls himself Heisenberg because he asks him what his name is, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll get interesting, then I can do my tie, yeah.
Oh my
Every
God.
time.
fuck's sake.
Maybe we can have Mima on the podcast then. Watch it with her.
They should have done something to him when he was passed out like that after he hit the tree.
Like dirty sex?
No, they should have gotten like a gas or
Gross.
something to like kill him, or done that whole bag thing.
Well, and that's funny too because they're worried about killing him, but they've already killed one guy and they didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah,
Well,
well, that was in
because the one guy that
Oh,
he
so-
Yeah, but they
self-defense,
didn't have
his,
to.
his adrenaline was going
Yeah.
probably, and he threw the thing, but then, like, he didn't like physically have to kill
Yeah,
him. He
right, he
just
didn't
threw
have to
something
touch
and
him.
walked out of there.
I mean, I'd rather kill someone than have them locked up in my fucking basement.
Yeah, that would scare me because he's yelling all the time too.
Well,
like,
I
that
think
noises.
I'd rather like just kill some. Also, the thing is, like, if
Plus, I'm not gonna. I don't remember
Okay,
to
you
feed
know-
the motherfucker.
you know what they didn't discuss either, which they probably should have.
Hmm.
Okay, they flipped a coin to see who's gonna melt the body and who's gonna kill the guy. Well, what happens when they kill the guy?
They're gonna melt
Then
the body.
someone else has to melt the body. Like,
Yeah.
so the person melts the body to melt 2 bodies. They didn't discuss that.
No. That was
I was
that's
thinking
in the
of
deleted scene.
They would have argued about that again.
just drop them right through
Yeah.
the bathtub hole.
So then, he picks him up from the tree, throws him in his trunk, goes to.
And nobody in the neighborhood sees him.
Well, because it's the middle of the day, it'd be like 2
Yeah.
o'clock. I mean, I could see that.
So there's no one, old
No.
lady in the neighborhood watching
If
everything.
someone was
Oh.
knocked out in the middle of this street, you think even if someone was
Nobody
peeking
would
out the
notice.
window, someone's
Yeah,
gonna walk out
like
and be
when are
like,
you gonna be looking
"What are
out
you
your
doing
window
with
like
that?"
that?
They'll be like, "Oh, another
That-
person
That's true.
carrying
It
a
took
body
us
over
to
here."
call the police that one night when those guys were fighting in the street.
Yeah,
Were they street fighters?
No.
yeah. Actually, they were kind of like I don't
Annoying.
know. They were crazy. It seemed like,
Um,
and then it took like 14 cops to tell them just to walk away.
Mm.
And, like,
14, huh?
Yeah, there was so, like even as they were finishing up, like 3 more cop cars pulled up and like, okay, you guys got this, and they drove away. And then I'm trying to watch Prison Break, and I see their legs flashing in the house.
Oh my God.
That make you feel like you're there?
I told Taylor, I said it's funny. I'm watching people break out of prison. I gotta send people.
Oh.
Those dogs for anyone that can't tell what barking is. Ross, don't bark. We're podcasting. I lost my story. What were we in Breaking Bad?
I don't know. Okay, so Jesse put.
Yeah, when they
They throw him in the basement. Oh no, I'm sorry. So that was done. So then Skylar, this is where she uses that. It's
Oh.
called Finder Spider.
Yeah.
Finder Spider?
Yeah, it's
Oh
Finder,
my
then
God.
Spy, and then Dur.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
She
bet
put in
that-
a phone number.
I bet that's a real site.
I doubt it, but maybe. So then it is now, I guarantee you.
Oh, probably,
Yeah.
yeah.
To trace Jesse's number, and then when she traces his number, he has a like a
But
website.
it's weird. Like, well, I guess when I sign into my Facebook, it is my cell phone number. You probably shouldn't be saying that out loud on the podcast. But yeah, that's how I signed up.
If you want to
And
know
my-
Jerome's number,
And my
it's-
password also is no. That's how it's coming up now. I was like, oh, that's
It's like
something
I was
should
listening to
say.
the radio this morning, and they were talking about weird stuff that you put in your refrigerator that's not food.
I did
And
not
no,
think you were going to
and
the
and one
refrigerator.
of the guys was talking about his mom is in a old people's home,
Mm-hmm.
and she got some jewelry, and so she was hiding it in the freezer so that the people at the home wouldn't steal it. So
Mhm.
he's talking about this on the radio. So one of the people call in and say, well, great, now you just gave up your mom's hiding spot, so now she has to find another hiding spot for her jewelry, because...
You know, I was gonna say, what the hell does this have to do with my Facebook login? But then now I get it. I was gonna say, you just wanted to tell that story, but it makes sense now.
Wow. So they get crazy at Jerome in the basement.
And then, and then they argue after that, like, right?
Well, they throw him down and then go upstairs and just kind of leave him there.
Mhm.
It's all kinds of noisy up in here today.
Yeah. And while ask who he is, like,
Oh, yeah,
crazy.
yeah, what his name is? Crazy 8, what does that
What does that even mean?
He's
And
like,
all that
I
shit.
don't know, Crazy 8, I don't know.
Yeah, so then he tells him that he's not really a dealer, he's more of a distributor.
Yeah,
Mhm.
then we'll
Which
ask
he
him,
seemed like a dealer.
yeah.
I mean, I know they got it too
I bet we'll
soon,
figure
but-
out more about him in Better Call Saul now that he's
Yeah.
getting into it.
Yeah,
Which that'll be real interesting
because
too.
we already discussed, you weren't here last episode, but he wasn't so crazy in Saul. He was more like,
Mhm.
Didn't you call
Well,
him
he's
like,
probably just starting
he
out
called
in
him,
Saul,
like,
whereas, you know
normal
what I mean?
seven.
Yeah, I think he called him like normal 7 or regular 7 or
yeah,
something.
something.
He hasn't quite gotten there.
Yeah.
yet.
He was kind of a pussy.
Well, all of them, it seemed a little bit milder.
Wow, Tuco seems just
Yeah,
as crazy.
No,
Tuco's the
Tuco's
same.
if not more.
Yeah.
And Tuco's Dio.
Yeah, but the twins weren't crazy.
We've barely seen them.
Yeah.
They've been in 2 scenes.
Were they the
Something's
ones that were
going
on top
on
of the
around
building?
here.
Were they the ones on top of the building?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They were threatening to kill a little
Yeah,
girl.
no. They haven't done much except try to murder a little girl.
No, I said that were not crazy. Remember how crazy
Yeah,
they went in the
that's
parking
not
lot?
crazy. Trying to murder a
No,
little
I mean
baby.
when they went crazy in the parking lot and they killed
A spoiler.
or not killed, but shot what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're jumping a little ahead, Angela.
That's like 2 seasons ahead or something.
I know.
What if we don't know that yet?
Yeah. Well,
He jumped ahead earlier.
Taylor doesn't know that except for in the first episode. I already
Well,
spoiled
I didn't
that
even
for
say
people
who it
that died.
was.
Yeah,
She
it's
didn't know
Jerome
what
already
I'm
talked about 3 people dying in the first episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that-
what I was thinking. Is like
that died in season 5.
I mean, not that anyone's gonna listen. I mean, maybe you would think anyone listening to this would either.
be
just-
rewatching it.
Yeah,
or want to
yeah.
know more or something.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why they're listening to us for more.
No, me either.
We're really smart. I don't know what you're.
Okay, so
Yeah, we shouldn't have this chocolate cake stuff right in front of me. It looks so delicious right
Oh
now.
my god!
well, you're the
But if I ate it on the podcast, you'd be like,
stop.
Stop.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be all gross. I can't do that.
God.
Yeah, no.
So, I wrote down that Jesse's kind of getting paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
So, like he's saying that
Yeah.
he thinks Crazy 8's down there faking.
Yeah, he's like, yo, if that was me,
I
I'd
would
be
be-
pretending you're trying to find a weapon and all that.
But so, is he putting that in Walt's mind?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure next episode
Oh, he does.
he
yeah.
does exactly what Jesse's saying,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and I've never caught that before.
Yeah, because like the plate breaks or he breaks the plate or
and
something.
he steals a
and
piece
he
of
has
it.
the piece of it like behind him. And doesn't Walt find it? Or
Yeah, Walt puts
Yeah.
it back together and realizes there's a piece missing.
yeah.
And that's when he finally gets the balls.
to kill him?
Mhm.
Yeah. I kind of forgot that happened. Like, I don't know, I was just thinking just.
Well, I think it doesn't help the fact that he's smoking meth too. That makes you more paranoid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they haven't showed him do that yet.
Just,
Mhm.
They showed him twice.
Yeah, but it wasn't yet.
Oh, in this episode.
In this
Yeah.
episode, he hasn't done
Yeah,
that
in
yet.
this episode, well, so far, well, as we're talking, he hasn't smoked meth yet.
As far as we've gone in the episode, he's
No,
not.
he did.
No.
Okay, she's not understanding. Let's move on.
No, he did.
He does, but
He-
Walt was gone all day at school.
Yeah, but that's a different scene.
yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, we haven't got there yet.
We're talking about. You're talking about. We know he smoked meth in this episode.
I get it. I understand
Yeah.
what you're saying, but I thought he already did
No.
the first time because he smoked it twice in the.
Yeah, I
this
know.
episode.
Yeah, it's just
Hey.
later.
We'll get to it.
The 2 times was when he was burning the body up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so just move on.
So basically, they're blaming each other for the predicament,
Yeah.
and then that's when Walt kind of suggests the acid thing.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, one
Jesse
person,
he's like, well, you can't be serious. Like that's gross.
Yeah.
he calls it chemical discorporation. Does that sound right?
I
It
don't
was
know.
something like that.
Something like that, but I don't know if it's exactly that.
And then they flip a coin to decide who gets what.
Yeah, who has to melt the body and who has to kill the person.
Yeah, and pretty much the whole episode's in Jesse's house.
It went
Yeah,
by a lot
pretty much.
faster than I remember it being. Like it went by quick.
Well, I mean, because like with Hess and I, we do this with The Wire. Like I split the scenes up as they go,
Mm-hmm.
and there's times where like they show like one thing and then you're into another scene, and then they show one scene and then you're into another scene.
Yeah.
Like this is almost the whole thing's in Jesse's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
You know.
Besides the school.
But then I was thinking,
Besides the school and like
Oh.
some stuff about
yeah,
Walt's
there's
house.
there's a few things,
There's like
But
three.
very
There's like
little.
and then it
three
goes
sets.
right back to his
Yeah,
house.
it's like 3 sets the whole episode
Yeah.
basically.
So then Jesse goes to the store and
Yeah,
calls Walt.
to buy to see what kind of bucket to buy.
Yeah.
Which you said it reminded you of me. In
Oh,
the store.
totally remind me of you.
Which I don't know if I completely agree with. I don't. Think
I do. I do.
Why do you have a big smile on your face?
Even down to the point where he got in the bucket.
And fell over.
Why would I fall over?
You always fall over.
Name one time I fell.
The last time you got in a bucket.
Yesterday when you
I
tripped
guess,
at the movie
I
theater.
guess.
Yeah, yesterday when we went to go see Batman vs Superman, you tripped on the curb.
In my defense, on the way out, she almost tripped because it was slippery.
But did I trip?
It was a slippery curb in my Converse.
Oh my god.
And then, although on the way up the stairs in the movie theater, I did almost trip and fall backwards.
And you almost had to poop.
But
oh my
that seems
god,
really
I almost
funny.
crap my pants. That was terrible.
He had the
Oh,
worst.
God.
I am not gonna poop at a theater. That's gross.
I pooped at the theater.
Talk to your dad about it. He's done it plenty of
When
times.
we got home though, later that night, I did poop.
Joan, we don't want to know about your poop.
I kind of want
I don't.
to. Never.
No,
Guys!
I think it was sitting in me so long that it
Drum.
just turned to solid.
So then,
He just moves on.
yeah, well, I'm ignoring your poop. Well, only because she doesn't want to hear about it. I'd love to hear about your poop.
Oh my god, you can talk about it after.
This isn't Pleeka's Poopcast,
That's tomorrow.
starring Nick and Hess. Which he
so
did.
yeah, so Jesse doesn't know what kind of plaster to get, and he tells him to get polyethylene.
Mm-hmm. Tells him there's like a P and an E
And I was thinking,
molded on
like,
the side.
so then Jesse starts talking to Walt about, like, hey, have you done it yet? Have you
Yeah.
done it yet? Should he be doing that shit on the phone?
Well, he doesn't specifically say.
Yeah,
hey,
he doesn't say
have
what.
have you killed the guy? He just says, "Have you done it yet?" or "Have you dealt with the situation?" Something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I
guess.
think he knows better than to say exactly what it is on the phone.
Yeah, I mean, he got pretty fucking close.
Yeah, but like I don't think
Yeah.
like if they got
They couldn't have
caught,
guessed.
I don't think they would have.
I wrote
Okay.
down Jesse gets in tub.
Wow, that's a note. That's the kind of note he takes.
Yeah.
He's the only one taking notes.
He could read that one too.
Yeah, it's true.
So then it flashes back to Walt, and he's now in Jesse's kitchen. And he's deciding what.
Oh, she's just making sure it's going.
I know. I'm like,
I couldn't see. There was a glare.
so he's deciding which weapon to use to kill Jesse.
Yeah, he picks up one of Crazy 8's guns, or one of the two people's guns.
And first there's the knife, and then a
Yeah.
hammer, and then a gun.
Yeah.
It's like what? Like, Pulp Fiction.
Well,
Do you remember the Bruce Willis? Like when he gets free,
mm-hmm.
and he's gonna leave.
Oh yeah, there's like six. Like,
He like grabs like 20 things on the way
yeah,
in there.
I like that part. Then finally he sees a sword and grabs it and goes down.
Yeah.
That'd been awesome if Walt gets a sword and goes down and just starts
Well, I mean,
slicing.
it was
up
like
the guy.
like that, but in like a minor little example.
Yeah, I wonder if that was like.
Like a little
It might have
homage.
been.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of interesting.
So then the bag that the guy had the guns in, he just said, "Hey, I could just smother his ass with this." He says, like, well, he doesn't say it; he thinks it.
Yeah.
I think I could smother the guy with this. I'm gonna go downstairs and try it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but the funny thing is you know that's what he's thinking,
Yeah.
just because of it's
Yeah.
Walt.
Although now I kind of want to watch it where they just say their thoughts out loud.
Oh my god.
Probably.
Then he gets scared though. and then he runs away. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I was thinking as
He
the guy
doesn't
got
get scared until Crazy 8's awake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then he's like,
starts
oh.
talking
Because if you think about
this.
it, like when he comes down, he like sneaks down, and I thought to myself, why is he sneaking?
That's
And
true.
then Crazy 8's like awake, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, and then it scares the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Did we skip the part where Jesse got the bike lock and put it on Crazy 8?
Oh yeah, he
I mean,
did do that
well,
at one part. He
when they-
was
when
really
they- when
proud.
they, like,
Yeah,
him
because
out.
they were arguing with each other
Oh,
as to
yeah,
why
we
they
did
didn't tie him up.
Yeah, but Jesse got the bike lock and put it on the guy, and he was all proud of it, and Walt just gave him a look like, okay,
Yeah,
you,
like-
you locked up the guy, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
It
I
was
guess that
funny.
was in the last one when they left him down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we got sidetracked for that part.
Yeah. So then he asked Walt for a glass of water.
Yeah, is he welcome?
Yeah,
Can you give me a glass of water?
That's
which
pretty
is a
good.
weird request too for him to even think that he could
Well, I mean,
get
he's
one.
probably
but then
his mouth is
Walt's
probably
like,
dry as balls.
well, yeah, but why would you think that they were gonna give you one?
Yeah,
Yeah, but you don't know unless you ask.
that's true.
True.
I mean, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And then he gives him a
So
whole sandwich
He
too.
gives him 2 gallons of water.
yeah.
A
and
bucket?
sandwich.
Oh, if he was
Toilet
smart, he would
paper,
have put.
a sandwich.
He would have gave him a plastic cup, put some of that acid
How would
in
you
there, and just
even?
and
I
then
guess
just
you can.
burned his whole body.
I was gonna say, how can you go to the bathroom? But I guess he can stand.
Yeah, he's
Well,
thinking
Yeah, he
that
can
while
stand
I
it.
was
It's a big
watching.
bowl. Maybe he'll start like stripping.
It'd be very complicated
Walt.
to go number 2.
I would not be able to poop in that bucket. That's how I would die. They'd have to go to the hospital again because I couldn't poop.
Why they wouldn't bring you?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I guess if usually kidnappers would try
Trust
to-
me, eventually he'd poop.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't poop for a whole week that one time, and then I cried because my stomach hurt.
Oh my god. I thought your appendix burst.
I thought you're, I don't know. And then you gave me some medicine, and I puked out of the car on the way there. What did you ask me? When's the last time you pooped? I said like Sunday or.
I didn't ask you.
No, the lady at the hospital.
The doctor asked you.
Yeah. What did I say? I don't remember exactly.
He said, when's the last time you went poop? And you said, Tuesday.
What day was it?
Like, fucking Friday or Saturday or something?
It's been a while. Well, at the moment, not lately.
Oh my
I pooped
God.
last night.
We're back on poop. Stay away from the topic
Well,
of
I
poop.
hate to bring it to your attention, but you're the one that brought up the poop.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
I was
true.
wondering how he'd go pee too. But then I,
I go
thought about
poop
how he
and
could
I go
stand.
pee. I got your song in the podcast.
Oh my god.
He was singing that all goddamn day yesterday. So then all of a sudden we're in the theater and I'm sitting there, I go pooping, and I go, God damn it, and then he starts laughing.
Oh my
He
god.
ruins songs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Yep.
We
100%.
all know.
If you're singing it, how is that ruining it?
What about Hot Pocket Drop It? That's all I've heard my entire life.
Oh
Because
my
you walked in the door and goes, have I heard that new song? It sounds like they're saying Hot Pocket Drop It.
Well, I didn't really think they said that.
Yeah, but you made us think that, and then we heard the song, and that's all we hear.
It's not my fault.
Yes, it is. You brought it to our attention.
Jesus Christ.
No, it's Hot Pockets.
Um.
Hot Pockets.
Oh my god.
I don't remember where we were now because you dropped the
Yeah.
hot
You
pocket.
talked about the
He
bucket
got
and the
water
toilet paper and
and-
water.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And then something about poop.
And then he peeled
Oh my God,
the
just keep
corners
going.
off of his bread.
He's peeling his bread.
Yeah,
so
he
doesn't like
did.
the crust.
So he didn't eat the crust. He goes, "Oh, you don't like crust?"
Yeah,
But-
you brought up.
So then Walt, whenever we see Walt make a sandwich the rest of the time, he doesn't eat crust, right?
Yeah, he cuts it off. Like,
He uses a knife and cuts it off.
So
Yeah.
is that like a
Just the top part or the rest of it?
No,
No,
the
he
whole
cuts
thing.
the
He
whole
cuts it into
thing.
a square.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like I'm pretty sure they like show it like all the time.
Yeah.
Also, maybe he's just like.
Yeah, because he's
traumatized.
always
So
making
he's
a
like,
sack
Do you think
lunch.
So
he's
he's-
like, if I want to be successful as a meth dealer,
No.
I have to cut my crust?
I
He's
think
like,
he's
you know,
just
this
traumatized.
this crust is for Crazy 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like dumping a 40 out for your homies. But he just
maybe
throws his
because
crust in the
he
trash.
connects to Crazy 8 so much later, he's like, oh, I'm gonna do this for him every time.
Yeah, you know what's funny is Crazy. I never thought about Crazy 8 again my whole life, and if it
Yeah.
wasn't for Better Call Saul, I never would have.
Yeah.
Of course, if it wasn't for Better Call Saul, I probably wouldn't be watching.
Yeah.
Or we wouldn't be
Again.
doing this podcast either.
Right. Well, we should have called Saul.
Oh my god.
So I still don't remember where we were.
The bread and the crust. We were literally just talking about the old man.
Oh, so the Jesse comes back.
Jesse, come back. Oh.
Okay, that's enough of that. Go on.
Yeah, please don't sing ever again. And then he didn't buy what he was supposed to buy. You know,
Oh yeah, he
and-
said that it didn't fit. So then Walt's like, "Did I ever think you get 2 buckets and then
yeah,
cut them in
and
half?
he's
One
like,
for the torso, one for the legs."
and Jesse's like, you ever think about kissing my ass?
He's like,
Yeah.
"Sometimes even I'm lonely in my bedroom."
Drone.
That's not what he said.
that's
Um,
that's the extent.
But then
of it.
Walt says, hey, I gotta go. So he just leaves him there with a dead body and a fucking guy
dude locked up.
that he needs to feed like an animal.
Yeah.
It's like a pet gerbil.
But if they're trying to kill him, shouldn't they just let him starve to death? Starve to death?
Starve to death.
But they should, but that's the
Just
whole
move
funny part
past
about it, is that he still wants to...
But the best part about the whole thing is when he leaves, he's like, yo, we flipped a coin. And then Walt keeps talking, he's, we flipped a coin. Like that means something.
Yeah.
So then Walt goes to him and Skylar's baby meeting, rubbing on the tummy thing. What's that
Doctor's appointment for the ultrasound.
Ultrasound. That's what I was trying to spit out.
And they find out they're having a girl.
Yeah, and he's
Walt says, oh, that's what I hoped for. And then Skylar's like, are you going to say that when she's 16 and wants to go on a date? And then Walt kind of loses it a little.
Yeah, he realizes, like, well, I'm not going to see her when she's 16.
Yeah, which is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, kind of sad. He realizes, like, oh, I'm never going to see her grown up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Skylar starts in, and then she sees that something's wrong.
Yeah.
And then she goes into straight bitch mode.
Yeah, who's Jesse Pinkman?
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess she doesn't know what's wrong, so she's just
Yeah.
guessing. I mean, right?
Yeah.
So then he tells her that Jesse sells him weed.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he sells marijuana or whatever.
Yeah, which is
then that's when he stands up and asks her to crawl out of his ass, right?
Yeah. And then
Which was
makes it a whole
hilarious.
big thing. Yeah, that was a pretty good scene.
Yeah.
Just will you please just crawl out of my ass? Well, he does say he
The
loves
first,
her.
yeah, climb down out of my ass.
Then where does it go right after that?
Then it goes back to his class, and that's when he yells,
Oh yeah,
stop.
he's just going crazy and goes stop.
Yeah.
For once in his
And
entire
then he's
life,
like, collaborate and listen.
every kid looks at him.
Yeah. Even Kyle.
Oh yeah. He says that there's one kid in the front of the class that looks like Kyle, that guy he used to work with.
Wow.
You know he does. He
He's
looks
right up-
just like that motherfucker.
Every time you point him out, it's already past the scene, so I don't know who you're talking about.
So then this is the part where Jesse's smoking meth.
Yeah. Do you think he is scared? He is scared. He is scared to death. He is scared. He is
Okay,
scared.
Tom.
He smokes some meth. Someone's phone was vibrating. Oh, that's mine.
Serious?
Maybe
What's that?
someone's calling you to tell you not to sing anymore.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's someone calling like, yo, we got
Army.
you.
Oh my
What?
god.
Someone's calling me trying to get me a record deal.
Oh yeah. I don't
Maybe
think
it's this is Fitty.
Oh my god, Jerome, stop.
so. Taylor's like gonna hit you.
Yep.
She probably
Pretty
is.
soon.
So he smokes the meth, which gives him the balls to go get Emilio.
That's what I always do before I move a dead body.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then he tries dragging him up the stairs.
So he has to duct tape them together and then pull them out.
Yeah.
And then there are flies and shit in the
And
RV.
then meanwhile, as he's pulling him out, Skylar shows up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
forgot that
the way he
first.
had him pulled, his feet were
Yeah, his
sticking
feet
out
were
the other
sticking
side of
out.
the car.
Yeah, he was fucking lucky there too.
Yeah, so then he's trying to tell her to stop, and she's like, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
On his property too.
Typical bitch
And,
move.
and she's holding her stomach like she's pregnant or something.
She is pregnant.
Well, it's like he wasn't even being that rough. He was just telling
Yeah.
her to get off
Yeah.
his.
Well, and then she threatens him.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, Walt told me everything.
Yeah, so he's
Well-
shitting his pants.
Well, and I think first he says something, yo, and she's like, hey, yo.
No, yeah, I'm Skylar White, yo.
Yeah.
Scarlet? What did I say?
Skylar? I don't know.
Skylar.
Something.
Skylar.
That's a rapper name. I'm Skylar White, yo.
Wife of Walter White,
Yeah.
yo.
Mm-hmm.
She has some balls too. Like she doesn't know what kind of person
Yeah,
he
he
is. If
could've-
he's a drug
like,
dealer.
And then when she leaves, she tells him to get a better job or do something else
Yeah,
with
and
his life.
he's like,
Yeah.
okay. She's
Yeah.
really lucky it was Jesse because
Yeah.
if it had been
If-
anybody else,
yeah.
she could have been dead.
Yeah.
Which would have been so much better.
Yeah.
For us as viewers.
Yeah,
Although, like,
less
Yeah,
like
but you still need her bitchiness in there, or
I
some of the
get-
drama wouldn't have ever happened.
just
and-
you need
you never need a bitch in your
more
life.
plot events.
That should be on a t-shirt.
Wow.
You never need a bitch in your life.
So then when she
Joking.
leaves, Jesse smokes again.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you after hanging out with her?
Yes.
They took 30 seconds with her and you need to smoke some meth.
And that's when he pulls him upstairs.
And then drops him.
And then
Yeah.
pulls him upstairs. That would suck, because he looked heavy.
Yeah.
And it's like...
So then finally when he gets upstairs and puts him in the bathtub, he's just ranting about Walt putting all the gloves on and everything, dropping the guns
Pouring
in the tub.
it in.
Yeah.
And then pours the acid on Emilio in the tub.
and the guns, and never once thought, if I'm gonna melt the guns, what's gonna happen to
So
the bathtub?
I was looking on IMDb too, and it was like a goof thing.
Oh, I saw that.
But yeah, so apparently, like because the bones are there, and when it falls through, the bones are still there.
Uh-huh.
That apparently that means like the acid was like neutralized or whatever. And so if it couldn't get through the bones, it wouldn't have gotten through the tub, and he wouldn't have fell through. So it shouldn't have happened necessarily, or
Well,
he should have just been blood.
What I
Yeah.
thought was
But I don't care.
that since it's in the tub, it's pooling on the tub. It didn't get to finish doing its thing to the body.
Well, I guess.
Well,
It
it
just
should have.
melted the tub.
It should have
I
burned
mean, if
through
it
them.
melted most of his body, but a little rib, that's a little hard to believe.
Yeah,
Don't you
it
think?
should have been.
Oh, I don't know
melted,
that it
but-
was like. I just think it was chunk of Emilio. I don't know that it was like a specific body part.
Well,
I don't know, I
there
saw
shouldn't have
bones.
been bones sticking out though.
Well, yeah, there
But-
was bones and everything, but I just thought.
I
I
don't
mean, he
know.
only took 2
I mean,
gallons of the
I'm
shit.
sure the
so
person who read it
you
is
really
like
think that's enough?
like a teacher or something like that knows about that, but
Or
I
a
would have never
serial
known.
killer.
Yeah, they're like, I've done this. I
Yeah,
know.
I know.
Maybe.
Well, it's just like that guy in the movie we watched the other night.
You gotta be more specific.
The vat of stuff that he put the guy in.
I don't know what you're talking
We
about.
went to the movie theater and saw it with John Goodman.
Oh,
that was not the other night.
10 Cloverfield Lane. Yeah, that is.
They did that to a guy
that's
in the
the
movie.
It's the same.
Yeah.
And then
it's
the
same
girl, the
acid,
main
yeah.
girl, flipped the thing over and
But that's what
dumped it
John
at
Good.
him.
She pushed that tub onto John Goodman. He fell like
face first. in it.
into it, and that's what messed him up in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But he put another guy that was stuck down in the bunker with him.
Inside-
He like shot him, didn't he? Yeah, he went bam and just
He
shot
shot
him
him
while
and
they were
then
having a
put it in
conversation,
there.
and then flipped
Yeah.
him into the.
Well, he didn't
Thing,
flip
and it
him
was
in
all
yeah, he put him in there. Yeah.
How'd
Yeah,
that go?
Go fuck yourself.
dumped
Wow,
him
can
in
you
there,
just
but
All right, go back. Next, what happened
And
next?
then-
He had such a great sense of humor. So then, after he throws him in the tub, Walt comes back.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know. After they're
Oh.
they're talking about everything, he says he dealt with them, and like, he's like, oh, is that what I smell? Whatever. And he said, yeah, I did smoke meth. Which
Yeah.
I thought he was saying because he could smell the body.
That's what I thought.
That's what I would assume. But then he said meth.
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, I don't know why you're going all around town for a piece of plastic when I got a perfectly good tub upstairs.
mhm.
So then Walt goes over and looks, and Emilio's body just falls through and splashes everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah, and like I also thought it was funny that like Jesse was like, "Yeah, your wife came over, and good job wearing the pants."
yeah, that was funny.
Probably, yeah.
But that's pretty much it. The next scene is
The next scene is the little Indian girl or Mexican girl, whatever she is, going
Indian
going
man.
through where they were making meth and picks up the
Yeah,
mask
and they're
and
like
beginning
her
episode.
and like a
And she
brother or something. Just,
Yeah.
Puts it on too, which is
Yeah.
really
yeah. I don't think I would put on a gas mask.
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
that.
but she was a little kid. She probably, I mean, she doesn't know any better. She's
Still.
probably like 7 or 8 years old.
still.
Yeah.
It's so
I was
gross.
probably sweaty and shit.
Yeah.
When you're 7, would you put a gas mask you found in the middle of the desert on?
When I was 7, I probably would have.
Well, that's
Oh.
true. When you were 7, you were like making out with boys and banging dudes and stuff.
What are you talking about?
That's like the
And then her-
cleanest thing she could put on her face then.
No, when I was 7 years old, my mom died.
I bet the little brother would have been.
Okay,
He
You
wasn't
brought-
out banging people.
You brought that up. Okay, whatever.
But and then the brother is just like gone too, so I bet he's gonna be jealous of her getting the gas
That-
mask,
that's
which
true,
is really
yeah.
like twisted,
But
kind of.
doesn't the next episode start with everybody in the DEA
Being out there.
being out there looking at the mask? Is
I
it the
mean-
next episode or the episode after? I know one of these episodes coming up
I know that comes
is
into
that.
effect.
Yeah, I think it is next episode though, because like you just saw it the week before, so you saw it then.
hmm
But I
Yeah.
guess like we'll get more into that next week. But so,
Yeah.
is that the end of the episode?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Like those credits. All right. Well, that was Pleeking Bad. I'm Jerome,
I'm Taylor.
I'm Angela.
I'm Nick.
and we'll see you next time.
Alright.
I don't know when the next episode will be. We haven't figured out exactly when we're gonna do it. But
Yeah,
do you know the name of the next episode?
I can look it up.
You don't have to look at it. It'll take long.
No,
enough.
it's right here.
Oh, okay.
And the bags in the river.
All right. So we'll be back next time with the bags in the river.